a new doctrine shows up in town, how do you know if it's real, if it's legit? Hi, this is Barry Phillips with 10-Minute Torah. Day number 1, the Torah portion, Pinchas, a man whose name means either dark-skinned or brass mouth. I've seen it translated both ways. So let's go into the book of the Midbar, Numbers, chapter number 25. I know this is just previous to the actual beginning of Pinchas, but let's set the scene. As oftentimes this section of the Torah gets read along with Pinchas instead of with Balak, where it actually belongs. Chapter 25, verse 1, And Israel dwelt in Shittim, and the people began to whore with the daughters of Moab. They invited the people, that is, the Moabites, invited the people of Israel to the slaughterings of their mighty ones, and the people ate and bowed down to their mighty ones. Thus Israel was joined to Baal Peor, and the displeasure of Yahweh burned against Israel. Yahweh said to Moshe, Take all of the leaders of the people and hang them up before Yahweh, before the sun, so that the burning displeasure of Yahweh turns away from Israel. Moshe said to the judges of Israel, Each one of you kill his men who were joined to Baal Peor. See, one of the children of Israel came and brought to his brothers a Midianite woman before the eyes of Moshe and before the eyes of all the congregation of the children of Israel, who were weeping at the door of the tent of appointment. And Pinchas, when the son of Eleazar, son of Aaron the priest, when he saw it, he rose up from among the congregation, took a spear in his hand, and he went after the man of Israel into the tent and thrust both of them through, the man of Israel and the woman through her belly. Thus the plague among the children of Israel came to a stop. Wow. Wow, and whoever said that the Torah was just a bunch of list of rules and regulations. There is so much to be found here. Zimri. He is a leader of the Shimeonites. He has evidently been to one of these feasts where the men of Israel were sitting at tables of meat and gorging themselves with gorgeous women. Now, why would they even be attracted to such a thing? Were not the women of Israel a beautiful lady? Was there any lack of beauty in their camp? No. What was the appeal here? It could be, as we recently heard them say, we loathe this manna. We are sick to death, to the place of vomiting with this manna. We've had it. And so they were rejecting the bread of heaven. They were rejecting Yeshua in all reality. And they were accepting the tasty meats available at an idol's table. The fact that beautiful, alluring, seductive women were inviting them gave them the false understanding of, I must be all of that today. She's after me. Bless his heart. Not true. They're just wanting to deceive Israel and lead them astray. This is all an orchestrated maneuver on the part of Israel's enemies, and these Shimeonites, especially, some 20+ thousand are going to die as a result of this. They are too blind to see it. Isn't it amazing that when Hasatan lays plans for us, when our accuser, our adversary, the spirits of darkness lay traps for us, that we put our hands over our eyes and with great gullibility and naivete that we walk right into it and say, how did this happen to me? We have done this for generations, and we still do it. Zimri comes by as the leader of the Shimeonites. He's parading Caspi. She is a Midianite princess, and among some ancient foreign peoples, a daughter of royalty could be also included among the shrine prostitutes who were a celebrated group of people, not shunned. And so it's possible, I'm not declaring this as a doctrine, it's possible that Casby was a shrine prostitute to Baal Peor. Baal Peor, I will not discuss its worship here on this video. Just trust me that if you investigate it, which I encourage you, you don't want to do that. It is disgusting. It is beyond the pale how anybody could do what they do. It's just almost inhuman. So they're gorging themselves at tables of meat. This got to taste better than that plain old manna we've been eating. And women are fawning all over them and seducing them. And they're bringing these women back into the camp and having relations with them. To the point, Yah is furious and saying, hang up the leadership, he says. These are leaders that are involved in this. Hang them up before the sun that my wrath may be turned away from Israel. When Zimri parades Casby before his brethren, walks her by the tent of meeting, he is promoting a particular doctrine. It says it's only natural for a man to want to eat meat. It's only natural for him to see a beautiful woman and want to be with her. And if she opens herself up relationally to him, it's only natural in his urges that the Father, the Creator, put inside of us. Therefore, if I got this urge, I came by it naturally, he gave it to me, how can that be a sin? Around every favor, blessing, gift of Yah, there are boundaries by which they must be obtained and observed. You want to eat meat? Wonderful. There are certain meats you can't eat. There are certain meats you're not supposed to eat. There are certain conditions that you're not supposed to eat meat, even if it's clean. That is, if it has been offered to an idol. He is promoting the doctrine and is sweeping rampant through the camp. If it's natural, it can't be sin. He's forcing the acceptance of this doctrine. There are doctrines in our day that are being forced upon us, that if you don't accept this vantage point, this viewpoint, this perspective, then you are a bigot, then you are racist, then you are a homophobe, then you are, and the list of negative terms goes on. And it is the leadership who is doing this. Casby, she is a daughter of Midian. Remember that Midian is a group of people who are related as sons of Abraham, but they do not possess the covenant. They follow along somewhat closely, but they do not have a living in the covenant, but around the covenant. She is the daughter of Sur, rock. She is promoting a different rock. Yeshua said to those that were rejecting him, another's going to show up in my name, and you're going to well accept him. It's amazing that we look at truth, see the benefit of it, the beauty of it, and then we turn our nose up at it in preference for that which is not truth. These Torah portions, Chuchat, Balak, because they are all about spiritual warfare, discerning truth, being led astray, the revealing the powers of darkness behind the scenes. You are not gullible. You do not have to be naive when it comes to the scriptures. You're better than that. You know what the truth is. And when you have questions, look to those that walk righteously and upright and have done so for an extended period of time and seek help from them. Turning to fancy, famous, faddish doctrines that are sweeping the land in this last day is a foolish idea. More tomorrow on this. Be encouraged. We'll see you then. Till then, shalom.